perfect fantasy football draft with the 12th overall pick. And at the turn, Nico Collins at the 112. The turn is one of the best spots to be drafted at because you can stack up on two elite players, Nico Collins and then Devon Achane at the 2-1. You already built your team with a wide receiver 1 and a RB1, and now you can go and have some flexibility at filling out the position. I want an elite tight end, so I go George Kittle in round 3, and then Alvin Kamara at the first pick of round 4. Now this can be vice versa, it didn't really matter. I could put Kamara at the 312 and George Kittle at the 4-1. Either way, Kamara continues to fall, which is shocking to me considering his production throughout his career. The 5-12, George Pickens. That's why I love the turn, because George Pickens or Tetairoa McMillan should be available at that 5-12, 6-1 spot. Pickens is going to have the best year of his career in Dallas. At 6-1, getting another running back in RJ Harvey, led all of college football on 10-plus yard runs. I love him, one of my favorite players to draft this season. They didn't spend second-round capital on a guy to not play him. They're not going to play J.K. Dobbins. That much at least. At the end of round 7 at the 7-12, Jacoby Myers, the most underrated player in the league. I find myself drafting him all the time. Geno Smith had 4,500 yards last year plus, right? Jacoby Myers is going to have another 1,000-yard year. I love Ricky Pearsall at the 8-1 and then Brock Purdy at the 9-12. So I have a stack between Purdy and Kittle and also Purdy and Pearsall. Pearsall is going to break out as a star this season, be their wide receiver 1. So I don't mind taking him that high, quote unquote, at the 8-1. 10-1, Jordan Mason, who I think is going to have most of the snaps in the Vikings backfield by midseason. Same with Jaden Blue over Javonte Williams by midseason. Luther Burden, I find myself drafted in every single draft at the 12-1. I always want to get high upside rookies. That's a key to winning fantasy league. At the 13-12, Jack Bech, who I think will be the Raiders wide receiver 2. Let me know what you guys in the comments. Make sure to follow me for more fantasy football content.